Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Thank you so much for taking this class over the weekend on my request. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the SLA part. Okay, we discussed about these three terms. We discussed about the response SLA. We discussed about the resolution SLA. Okay, now what we'll do in today's class, we will try to configure these SLA in our system. Okay, as I told one thing that always remembered, SLA will work only on the conditions. If condition matching true, only then it will attach. If condition matching false, it will not attach, or it will pause or cancel. Okay, so now what we'll do, I'll go here and I search for the SLA and I'll pick up SLA definition. We will create one SLA on our table, or maybe I can take the incident table. Okay. Why I'm taking incident table? Because on that it is easy for me to show you the things clearly. And then now we will discuss about the 3 or 4 different sections of SLA. Okay. Okay. First thing which is important in SLA is the name. Okay. You should write the name of SLA in such a manner, by reading that name, you should able to know that it is what type of SLA. Like if I go somewhere, okay, I go in the restaurant, okay, and in the menu card I say kadhai paneer. So by the word kadhai paneer, it is very much clear that it is a main course item which you are going to be ordered now. It is not a starter. So in the same manner, we have to write the name in such a manner so that by reading the name, you should able to understand that what this SLA means. So what I am writing something like this: batch 6 P5 response. It means batch 6 will be my table. P5 is my priority. Response is type of SLA, and 15 minutes I need to be responded. Okay. So this way it is easy for you to understand that, okay, what this SLA will work, or when this SLA will be applied. Type is SLA, target table. Type is SLA, target is response. Now I come to the table. I'm not picking up my table or our table. I'm going to do on the work on the incident table so that I can show you some things which I want to be show you here. Because in the only reason is that in our table we don't have a specific kind of fields available. We don't have a states available. So it is little tough to be do that configuration. But if you extend your table with the task table, then you can apply this SLA on your table as well. Flow as of now I am leaving as it is. Application globing duration time, I'll put the user specific because I mentioned is a 15 minutes here. So what I'll do, I'll put it here as a 15. SLA definition. Schedule source is SLA definition. It means when this SLA should be up and running. So what you can do, if I open this magnifier glass, it will show you the schedule of the SLA like this: 24/7 schedule, third Saturday maintenance schedule, 6/8 schedule, 8 to 20 all days, 8 to 5 weekdays. So like someone asks, okay, Ankit, in which shift you work? I work in the UK shift. It means that is a schedule for you. Someone asked me, Atul, in which shift you work? I work 9 to 5. It means this is, or 8 to 5, this is my schedule. Okay. Someone working in the EST time zone. What is your shift? I'm working in the US time zone. So you can create your own schedule as well like this. Okay. Or you can use the as it is build up as well. So today is Sunday. Okay. So I'll not pick up 8 cross 5 because if I pick up this, my response SLA will not work. I can pick up this one, 8 to 20 all days. So that it should include weekends as well. I put like this. Now I click on this eye icon just to show you what this definition include. Click here and open this record. The another window. Bhai, I'm okay that okay Atul, you are working in the US time zone, but US time zone start at what time? It start Indian time 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. What time your time start? These things I mentioned in these area. So I am in the table called the CMN schedule. It is my table name. Name of the schedule is this. Time I can put floating. That's fine because as per the user time it will work. Okay. Any parent schedule you want to put? No, I don't want any parent schedule. Type you can leave it as a blank. Description you can leave it as a blank. Under this I have a schedule entries. In the schedule entry, what we do basically what I can say. Let me open this table in the separate part. Okay, so that I can show you some more schedules, and then it will easy for you to understand. Like if I take example, if you call to any customer care today, okay, what they will say, sir, your query will be answered by next working day because today is Sunday. But how my system will know this thing? कि आज संडे है, I need to put those things into my configuration as well. Correct? So like this thing, if you see 8 to 5 weekdays excluding holidays. When I say holidays, in India, we have approximately 8 to 9 fixed holidays. 26 January, 15 August, Christmas, Diwali, Ganpati, I can say Dussehra is one of the holiday. So these are the fixed holidays for every year. Like I know Christmas 2nd October, 15th August and 26 January. ये डेट्स कभी चेंज नहीं होंगी लाइफ टाइम. 26 जनवरी को ही किया जाएगा. क्रिसमस 25 दिसंबर को ही किया जाएगा. It means these days are always fixed and you can create a schedule for the same as well. If I open this just to show you what it includes. Let me put Americas as well. Why I'm opening the few samples here? So that you can understand that how these things has been defined. Now I'll go here. 8 to 5 excluding weekdays. See, by seeing the name, you are easily understand कि अतुल ये वाला schedule, if I pick it up, if I put this schedule here, it means it will only for 8 to 5 weekdays excluding holidays. Saturday, Sunday नहीं होगा, plus जो fixed holidays है मेरे, वो इसमें part नहीं होंगे. And how this will become? If you come here on this part, Monday to Friday 8 to 5. ये तो सिर्फ definition है. It is like a function, which I am saying sum is a function. But उस function में what need to do? I open this. Again remember, this is complete configuration, nothing else. कोई rocket science नहीं है. देखो यहाँ पर लिखा गया सर्विस नाउ ऑप्शन दिए. भाई मंडे टू फ्राइडे काउंट करना है, ओके. बिजी करना, ओके. कब शुरू होगा? ये शुरू होगा इस दिन 8 बजे से शाम को 5 बजे तक. Like in our Outlook, we have a meetings to be set up. Now it can be a single instance, it can be reoccurrence as well. If you want to do the reoccurrence, we have an option called the repeat here. And how you can repeat? ServiceNow give me few out of the box function. Does not repeat daily, weekday, weekend, these things. So I say weekday, Monday to Friday should be there. Repeat until I said no, don't repeat. Or if you want to repeat, you can put the repeat for the next 1 year. You can put. As of now, I say, boss, up to these dates, it should be work. So I put the repeat till the 30th of November. कि 30 नवंबर तक ये शेड्यूल चलना चाहिए मेरा, क्योंकि let's say 30th October तक we are 4.5 hours on the GMT time, but now we are 5.30 on the GMT side, right? If you see this, let me save this, okay, and let me go back now. ये तो मेरा हो गया Monday 8 to 5 वाला काम. चलो ठीक है. अब इसमें सेकंड पार्ट क्या था? What is the second part? Is excluding holidays. Let me open this again here. Now excluding holiday, सिर्फ if I write this English word, it will not understand. My system will not understand. I have to give this definition in my system, and for that you have to use child schedule. In the child schedule, what they do? They create another schedule called the US holidays. I open this. See, table name is still same. CMN schedule. And in this, they are saying holidays. Okay, tell me what are the holidays are there. So they define their holidays like this here. क्रिसमस डे 25, 24, 2 अक्टूबर कोलंबस डे होता है, ये फिक्स है मेरे. एवरी ईयर फर्स्ट मंडे ऑफ सितंबर, every year third Monday of January. So it means if any customer is raising an incident on these dates, my SLA will not work, because my SLA says Monday to Friday 8 to 5, but excluding holidays, and these are the holidays which I am putting it here. Okay, clear picture till this point so that I can move forward. How to define? You can go here and you can define your own schedule if you want. If I go back here, like this here, go to this table CMN schedule list, click on the new, and you can create your own schedule here. Today you have to create SLA, you have to create a schedule, and you have to create a holidays as well. 24/7 across holidays. Sorry, excluding holidays. So you can put that part in your SLA. So like in our SLA, I'll put schedule like this, 8 to 5 all days, because I want to show you something today. Today's Sunday. If I put something else, it will not work today. So now you can see here, an SLA starting now will breach at this time, 6:54, because मेरा जो time zone है that is in the GMT format now. So वो कह रहे हैं if you raise any incident now, on this time it will be elapsed in the 15 minutes, because I put all days. If I change the schedule, it will change the things here as well. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll click on the save here. This is the first part of my SLA has been created. Warning, there's a no active entries in the schedule. I know there's a no active entries, क्योंकि मैंने अभी तक active entries बनाई नहीं इसमें. यहाँ पर कुछ मैंने बनाया नहीं उसको active. Okay. Now I'll go here. Now in SLA, always remember 4 points. Let's go here. I'll put it on the notepad. Why? So that I can easily tell you. Pause, stop, and reset. Start means when my SLA will start. As soon as you do the payment of any product, you get a message that your order will be delivered in 5 days. Your SLA will start. Or if you add any product in the cart, your SLA will start. In these two scenarios, when the SLA will start, when you do the payment or when you add the product in the cart? Tell me, Ankit.
Apologize, if you repeat that for me.
Okay, my point is that in SLA, I have a first point called the start condition. Okay, I am giving example when my SLA will start, when I add a product in the cart or when I do the payment of that product. Then
when you place that order,
place the order. When you say the place means I should do the payment, or I say okay, submit, order submitted.
Order has been submitted, so a record has been created after
right.
Order.
Right. So it means that my system should be able to understand that if the condition match, only then the SLA will start. Correct. So this is the meaning of the start condition. When to start SLA clock. That is the first part. Okay. Now in the start, I come here. In the start, I have to put some condition. like I say, let me open something here just to see some conditions so that I can define conditions here and we can understand the things easily. Okay. Okay. Category is inquiry and subcategory I put as an email. Okay. Let's go here. I says my SLA should start when the category is when the category is inquiry and help. Let's say like this only. I click on the save. I'm not doing anything else now. I'm just putting a start condition. मेरा SLA कब start होगा? When these things will be started. There are no active entries in the schedule. क्या हो गया इस schedule में? It is giving me a problem on the schedule. Let's see what happened in the schedule. No, okay, there's no schedule entries. Okay, let's see. Okay, see, it's saying there should be some entry here, which is missing. We just have a definition. You just have a function, sum of two number, but in that you don't have any logic here. So I'll put a new entry here. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's change our definition here. 24x7. Taki, I can show you something more here. Okay. Now I have a SLA definition. I have a start condition. अरे काम की start condition में save नहीं किया था क्या? Here. Okay. Now come this side. I'll reload my page so that it can pick up the latest SLA. Now I go here and put caller as my name, learn and grow, and putting the category as this and putting the test SLA. And I click on the, अभी देखो नीचे, there's a nothing like this. There's a no SLA tab is there, but I click on the save now. Okay.
What is this category, Atul?
Category is basically that in which area you want to raise your incident.
Like application or infrastructure.
Correct.
CTI, right?
Yes. You can put this category. Application, infrastructure, hardware, software, kind of these things you can put it. Okay. Now let me scroll down and we go to the SLA one. Don't worry about any other SLA. Just keep an eye on this one, which we just created. So batch 6 response 15 SLA has been tagged with the my incident number. Category is inquiry help. Nothing I did not change. I'll change it, but little later. Okay, don't worry about other SLA because people like you and me done this R&D in the background. Okay, so now you can see our SLA has been attached. Now I'll show you something on this table part, that what the fields mean here. Because if you are working in operations, I'm specifically taking the name of the operations because in operations you need to be worried about this thing only. Let me do a filtration here and keep it only one. Okay. Now number 1 point. This SLA is in the table of the task underscore SLA. And this incident is on the table of the incident. What is linking incident and the task is the incident number. Remember this line because when we will see about the database view, then this term will come into the picture. Okay, and then you should able to understand, okay, why I was saying this point earlier. So incident and task table are interrelated only with one parameter called the incident number. That is the one thing. SLA definition is coming from this particular area. This is the name of the SLA definition. Okay. Type again coming from this area. Let me close other tabs here. ठीक है. Target is response. कहां से आ रहा है? यहां से आ रहा है. Okay. Stage is in progress. Why in progress? Because my SLA is still running now. It is still running. I did not cancel it. I did not pause it. I did not reset it. It is still running now because it is matching with the conditions. That is the number 1 point. Now come this side. Business time left. Business elapsed time. Business time left means how much time you have in your bucket now. It's showing 15 minutes, means 1 minute it take to be save the changes and attaching the SLA part. So it's saying actual time in your bucket is 14 minutes left. And how much time you spend it? You spend it 12 seconds already. While raising it or moving or traversing it, you've done that part. It is the percentage of this particular thing. Okay. Now, in operations, these things are very much important. When your SLA has been started, your SLA has been started at 6:52. Matlab 6:52, it will be breached at what time? Add the 15 minutes 8. So if I add 8 minutes, it becomes 7. I add 7 minutes, it becomes 7. It should be breached. So this is the actual breach time. It's saying 12 minutes from now, it will breach. So by this way, you can understand, okay, when the breach time will be there, what is the breach time will be there. Okay, stop time. Why it's not showing the stop time? Because I did not stop my SLA till now. It is still in progress. Okay, actual time left. This and this almost similar until unless we have an option called the retroactive start. We will discuss it, but not today. Maybe on tomorrow class, but not today. Okay, this has very key role to be play here. Okay, now this thing. Business pause, we did not pause anything here. Original breach time, this will never change. This will change. Why? This will change when we pause our ticket for some time. Let's take example. Okay, I give this example generally in the retroactive part. Let's take a normal example. Okay, we all plan to watch a movie at my house. Okay, I said, or let's say we are all planning to watch India-Afghanistan match at my home. I know match will for the 4 hours. Lump sum, I say 4 hours will be maximum time. Ronald told to his wife, okay, I'll be come back after 4 hours because he know that match will take 4 hours. Ankit told I'll be back by 4 hours. Fine. Now, due to some reason, match has been stopped in between for 30 minutes. Okay. After 30 minutes, match will be started again. Now, what is the original breach time for you? If you did not reach home after 4 hours, that is the breach time for you. But the breach time will be increased because match also stopped for the 30 minutes. So these 30 minutes will come here and your breach time will be also increased. And you can say, hey, match will stop for 30 minutes. So I'll back by 4:30. After 4 hours, 30 minutes, I'll back to at home. So this is the purpose of this breach time. Original breach time never change. This will change on the basis of the condition, on the start or the pause. And this pause time will be important for you. So whenever you are doing the evaluation of an incidents, you should see these fields very carefully. इनका purpose है generally what we do as an operation manager, we don't bother about things. ठीक है, ये breach हो रहा है ना, but need to be understand why this field and this field has been given. Why this field is there? Pause time, pause duration. Total pause time for current time. Pause duration means in a single match you take a 10 minutes break. That is a pause duration for you. But total you can see here. Okay, so these are the fields which are important from a operation perspective. You should or we should know this thing. Any doubt till this point? Anyone?
Yeah, Atul, regarding this 15 minutes SLA time.
Right.
You haven't defined any other column, right? Like the SLA will be 15 minutes except in that name column.
No, we defined here. See, 15 here.
Okay.
Duration.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I will do, I'll make a change in the category. Let's see what will happen. I put hardware. and click save. SLA is the toughest part to be understand. Now scroll down and see what happened to your SLA. It is still in the progress. Why? Logically, I changed the category. It should be cancel or it should be pause. Something should be happen, right? Or if any doubt, let refresh this list. Maybe sometime it did not work. It did not load completely. So for the sake, we do this thing. It is still showing in the in progress. Any reason why? Why it is still showing into the in progress, not into the cancel or other condition?
You haven't specified a cancel condition?
Correct. I did not put any specific things here. When to cancel. I say when to cancel when cancel conditions are not met. But what condition should not be met? That I did not define. So always remember when I say in the beginning, SLA only work on the condition matching. इसमें इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं है. If you know the condition, you are be master here. I say when to cancel when cancel condition don't match, but I did not match the cancel condition. Or what option I have? I have when start conditions are not met. Let's do it now. I put start conditions not matching. It means categories other than inquiry or help. Now I reload my page. Let's see what happened now. Will it pick up it or I need to make a change at least once in the record? Let's make a change now. Okay. Categories network and save. क्योंकि वो अपने आप इंस्टेंट को अपडेट नहीं करेगा. At least we should trigger one thing or one activity in the picture so that it should pick up the latest attachments. Now I'll see here. And what is showing? It's cancelled now. Why? Because I put the conditions here now. Now let's do one thing. Let's go back and put the inquiry and help. This is one of the favorite topics in my training. This is the one topic. CSM is one of the favorite topic of mine, where I want to spend a good time for the discussions. Now scroll down and now see. It is showing cancel and it's starting again. Now the question comes, Atul, why this 2 times has been attached? Any idea? Why SLA has been attached 2 times? Same SLA है, same condition है, तो इसी को reopen क्यों नहीं किया गया? Any idea, guys?
Ankit. Might be any condition that that specifies that new SLA has to be created instead of reopened.
हमने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं.
Probably reset condition.
See, reset is nothing. It can be 1 point. It can be a 1 point. Or maybe we did not take the retroactive start.
Retroactive start, that's the one, yeah.
Maybe this can be a reason. Okay, I'll not pick up this point now because this requires a little more discussion in depth. Okay, that will pick up it later. But I'll proceed to the further. Okay, give me a minute. Let me put the charger. Okay, so there can be 2 reasons. Number 1, we did not define any reset condition, or we did not define the retroactive start. We'll see later on. Now I come to the pause. Easy to understand. We went for a movie in a theater. Something wrong happened in the theater. Movie has been paused for the 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So here we need to define the conditions. Now what condition I'll put? Let me show you something here. Let's say when the state go to the on hold. Okay, I'll go and I put it here. State. Okay, I'll give you one more homework. I think you should ask me. is this two difference? Incident state and the state. Find out the difference. What is the difference between these two columns? Sorry, two attributes. Incident state and the state. Try to find out the difference. State is on hold. Okay. When to resume? When the resume condition is met, number one, or when the pause condition are not met. I say when the pause condition not match. Save. Okay. Now let's go here. Change the state to the on hold. I'll put the on hold reason as a awaiting change. Nothing I'm doing here. Let's see our SLA. Now this SLA should work. I'll put save here. I'll go here and I'll refresh my list. So this one is cancelled. This one is running now. ठीक है, चलने देते हैं इसको. It has been saved, right? Let's see what happened to my this one. It is becoming the pause now. Let's take 1 or 2 minutes so that I can show you the pause time as well. In the meantime, let's go here. The third condition point is called the stop condition. आपको कब रोकना है अपना SLA. Okay. Even put any message क्या? अच्छा homework है, ठीक है. Okay. Thanks, Ronald. Now the stop condition. See, stop and cancel are two different things in SLA. Stop and cancel are not equal. ये नहीं है ना, ये दोनों अलग अलग हैं. If your SLA has been stopped, it can be re-triggered as well. But if your SLA has been cancelled, it will be always a new SLA. So you have to put the stop condition here. See, condition under which SLA will complete when. चलो अब ये वाला लेकर देखते हैं. इंसिडेंट स्टेट क्या कहता है इसमें? इस लेट पुट न्यू, क्योंकि हम न्यू कर सकते हैं. आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनी प्रैक्टिकल, मींस प्रैक्टिकली इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल कि आप होल्ड से न्यू पे चले जाएं, बट जस्ट टू शो यू आई वांट टू डूइंग दिस थिंग. लेट मी पुट सेव हियर. नाउ आई गो हियर एंड लेट रिफ्रेश माय लिस्ट. Okay, now I'll scroll here. See what time I pause it. I pause it at 7:05. Okay, what is my original bridge time? 7:16. Now let's do one thing. Go here and make it into the in progress. I'll not put in the new because अगर new में put किया तो cancel कर देगा. मुझे भी cancel नहीं करना. I want to show you something more on that part. Save. Go here and refresh the list. Why I'm doing this refreshing part parallelly so that I can show you कि if you did not pick it up this portion, what will happen with the timings of the SLA. Go here. Pause time नहीं आएगा क्योंकि that is be over. Pause duration 2 minutes. Now you can see original bridge time has been increased by the 3 minutes. Why 3 minutes? Not sure. It should be 2 minutes only. Or about seconds, it can be done. See, original bridge time still not changed, but my actual bridge time has been changed to the 7:19. Why? It added this 2 minutes plus seconds into the. Let me do this thing. कहाँ गया इसका? Timings को कहाँ गया मेरा? Time ago नहीं. हाँ, date and time format. No, ये नहीं है. Tab form on demand. कहाँ से जाता है यार मेरे options इसमें? Compact. Okay, let's go here and now see. Refresh list. You should come with the seconds as well. now it's coming with the seconds. Fine. See, so 53 था, उसको ऐड करके वो 31 पे ब्रीच हो जाएगा. Okay. Now, if you notice one thing, we did not use the retroactive start, and that is the reason my original breach time has been increased now. Sorry, or not original, actual breach time will be increased now. And original breach time was this. Till this point, any doubt, any issue, any clarification you need? Tell me, guys, any doubt, anything you want to be see here?
No, nothing from my side.
Ankit, Surya, Veer.
No, Atul.
Okay, good. Now I'll put one more point here. Let's do the retroactive start as well. Let's see what impacting here. And then I'll tell you the actual practical thing on this part. Because SLA mein only this topic is left now. Let me click on the save. And what I will do now, I'll go here and put on hold for a time being, awaiting change, and save. Okay. Now we'll discuss 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we will see कि हमारे इस timings में क्या फर्क पड़ता है. In the meantime, I'll tell you what is the meaning of the retroactive start and retroactive pause. This is the example which I give in all my previous batches as well. Okay. Suppose I set up a party at my home and I invited everyone, all of you at my home set, and I said, boss, party will start at 7 o'clock. Okay, Atul, fine. Kunal reached by 7, Ankit reached by 7, Ronald reached by 7. Veer reached by 10 o'clock. Veer says, I already informed everyone that party will start at 7, will be ending up by 11 o'clock. So total duration is the 4 hours. Veer came at 10 o'clock and says, hey Atul, sorry I'm late. I said, no problem boss, enjoy the party. At 11 o'clock, waiter came to me. Sir, we are closing the bar and the restaurant now. Please vacate the place. I said, okay. V says, why it's okay? You told me 4 hours. I said, yes, I told you 4 hours, but the 4 hours will be start when I kick off my party at 7 o'clock, not the 4 hour start when you reach to the party. So that is the meaning of the retroactive start here. Means when I am calculating my SLA, I will calculate my SLA when the first drink starts serving into the party, that is 7 o'clock. That is my retroactive start. Now, if someone come at 10:59, still party is on, but only for the 1 minute, not for the 4 hours. Clear this concept? Any doubt? Anyone? You can ask Bindas, you can ask in this topic very clearly, no doubt.
One more example, maybe, Atul. I mean,
okay.
I like not a regular example with this only.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe with SLA time. I mean, can you share an example with SLA?
Okay, yeah. Let's go in this manner now in our Word file. Okay. I'll tell you how these things basically work. Okay. Retro start. If I say retro means something which is old and we're showing is in the new format, right? That is the meaning of the retro. Suppose I got an incident and it has been created at 7:05 AM. Okay. Is a P4. Now, why I'm adding a P4 as well? Because these things are actually play a vital role in these two concepts. Okay. P4, let's say breach time is 9:05 AM. Let's take example. Okay. and it has been assigned to DB team. At 8:40 AM, DB team says it is not my issue, and they assign the issue to the server team. Okay. Server team accept the ticket at, let's say, 8:45 AM only. How much the breach time is left now? 20 minutes. Correct?
Right.
Right. Server team says when you take 1 hour 45 minutes, I also need the same time. मुझे भी तो इन्वेस्टिगेट करने की टाइम चाहिए ना, करेक्ट? But client says, not my fault. This team take a lot of time, and due to this, you're losing your SLA. I will start my time from 7:05 only. I'll not start my time from 8:45 now. Now, incident bana 7:05 पे, or is according to this time it will going to breach at the 9:05. Now, if you are getting by 8:45, it is not my headache. This is called the retroactive start here. I'll take my time from the start timing only. Okay. Now, this is a one case in this example. Now, second example, I put the same thing. Okay. P4 has been raised, assigned to the team. Let's remove the database team as well. No need to be worried on that part. Now, at 7:45, 8:45, this is the second case. P4 has been upgraded to P1, and P1 SLA is 20 minutes. Now, what is the breach time? It is 9:05 or it is 7:20.
Should be 9:05 only, na?
Should be 9:05 only. Very correct. Why?
Because when it is upgraded to P1, then only you actually need to start the SLA time.
Perfectly fine. This is V, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, agree on that part. Ankit, what do you say here?
Exactly, it depends upon the priority. So yes, when the priority is
9:05. Ankit, 9:05 or 7:25?
When the priority has been switched off. So the priorities have been switched.
So it means 8:45. So according to you, it should be 9, not 9:05. It should be 20 more minutes. I add 65. Okay, 9. Let's take as the
9:05.
9:10. Let's put one more time here. Okay. So according to the first case, it should be 9:05. If the priority has been changed at 8:55, it become 9:10, or it should be 7:25. So according to you, it should be 9:10. Ronald, what do you say? What is the time for the breach of this incident now?
That ins. Okay.
Out of these three timings, you have to tell me.
15 minutes SLA, right?
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes SLA. 55. And this response time was already generated. I mean, for P4 ticket.
We are talking about resolution only. Response.
Oh, resolution. Oh, for
only resolution. Only resolution.
Okay. For resolution, then it would be that new time. 20 minutes. Yeah.
9:10. Okay. What do you say?
Yeah, new priority.
Okay. If I say you all are okay with these timings, let me say I am a customer and you are my service provider, and I say simple, boss, मुझे इतना बताओ ये ticket बना कब? Everybody is okay that this ticket has been created 7:05. Okay. And according to the priority P1, 20 minutes is the SLA time. Why should I bother about the 9:10? It is your mistake that in the beginning you did not realize it is a P1 for me. My business start impacting at 7:05. And to resolve a P1, you are saying, boss, I will take 9, 10. I'm not agree on that part. The only thing which everybody is assuming that customer is okay to start the time from this particular time, not from this particular time. But nobody put a disclaimer here that Atul, do we have an agreement with the customer? In these cases, what time should we consider? And in these cases, we use the term as the retroactive start. Amazon, or you order something and you get a message that product will be delivered after 5 days. Will you bother that Amazon or that particular supplier shut down his business? It's a Diwali off, it is a New Year off, in my area's containment zone or something. You're not bothered. For you, it is 5 days only. Either they start the packaging on the last day, either they start the packaging on the day 1. That is the thing you are following as a retroactive start. You always say to customer care, boss, I booked this order 5 days back. Why it is not delivered? Sir, our office was shut down. We are on the. Why should I bother? I place order 5 days back. Yes, I should get an order now only. So in this case, we have to very much clearly ask to the customer that, boss, in these type of cases, what you want? And customer will always say, I want a retroactive start. Otherwise, you cannot improve your team efficiency and team knowledge. Now you have a clause in your agreement that in these cases, there should be some lesson learned plan should be there. Why it take approximately 1 hour 55 minutes to understand that let's make it from P4 to the P1. Okay, so this is called the retroactive start. In this case, always we pick up the start time or the actual time. And in this case, I have an option retroactive start. Yes, true. When you want to start your time, actual end time, actual start time, generally what practice I follow? Customers say when the incident has been opened, I want to take that time. See, there are two things, opened and created. And both are the different fields, different attributes. Open means when you open this form, it is the open time. When you click the save first time, that is the created time in database. I have a customer who always says, I want to take an open time. I said, why you want to go for the open time? He says, I have an agreement. I give example. Suppose your agent or your customer is opened a form and he got a telephone call. He take 15 minutes on the call and after that he click on the submit button. Why I should suffer for that 15 minutes? But that is the agreement we have. So always be careful when you're putting this retroactive start. You have to be very careful that what time you want to go. I want to go for the created time. When the ticket will be created, from there my actual time will be, or my retroactive start will be started. Now I click on the save here. Let's go here and go to new. Let's see क्या changes. No, new नहीं, new में जाएंगे तो फिर वो cancel हो जाएगा. In progress. Let's see what happened to our incident. I'm 100% sure all of you will be confused now, and you should be confused now. Actually, you should be confused. Only then you will be put some time here. आ जाए यहाँ पर. Total कितना हुआ? 14 minutes का duration हमारा होगा total. Original इतना था. अब bridge कब होगा? 7:31 पे. Because we just started our retroactive start. Now let's do one thing. Now let's go and put this thing to the on hold. Awaiting change and save. क्योंकि अब मुझे यहाँ से देखना है कि क्या हो रहा है. Retroactive pause also work from the created one. What is the retroactive pause? The duration which you are pausing it should be added into my SLA time. Like P1 is going on. Okay, or better, I'll pick up these two terms from the website only. Why I'm picking up these terms from here? Because these are very standard terms and I don't want any kind of a misunderstanding here. One of the person asked me when I released this video, Atul, why are you not confident in your training? Sometimes people put comment on the personal side as well. You open the ServiceNow site. I said, I am providing the knowledge, that is the one thing, but I don't want to go for the wrong information. Or to confirm that, I have no shame to open the websites in front of my participants. So what they're saying here, if I go on this part, first I'll go this part. Retroactive, start and pause. When a task record changes, typically new SLA attached with the new set of timing information. Okay, let's go over the example which we just discussed. You may want to retain the time information of the task in the specific situation. Suppose an incident raised with the P3 and the priority has been changed after the 3 hours. Same example, P4 था, हमने इसको P1 बना दिया. Okay. अब priority 1 SLA is attached to that time. You can use retroactive start to ensure this SLA will be adjusted. In our case, what is happening actually? We just created one SLA. Okay. If you see here, priority 1, this one, priority 1 resolution, right? Let me open this as well. Priority 1 nice को हटाते हैं एक बार. क्योंकि इसके एसएलए में तो कुछ फर्क पड़ने वाला है नहीं, जहां तक मुझे लगता है. अभी हमारा मेन है ये वाला. लेट ओपन दिस. देखो ये एम्बर पे पहुंच गया बिल्कुल. इसका मतलब इट इज ऑलमोस्ट ऑन द ब्रीचिंग साइड नाउ. ये इसको ऐसे ही करता है. रुको, शो ब्रीचिंग. Now if you see here, कहाँ गया? हाँ, this SLA has been started at 6:52 जब हमने ओरिजिनली बनाया है ये. ठीक है, इसका टाइमिंग क्या है? What is the timing for this? 1 hour. मतलब इस 7:52 पे it will be going to be breach now. ठीक है. पॉज अरे नहीं यार, ये कंडीशन मैट नहीं कर रहा, इस वजह से वो रन हो रहा है. इसको यहाँ देखें क्या कुछ. ठीक है, छोड़ो. I'll go with my definition first. Okay. You can use the retroactive start to ensure this SLA timing adjusted retroactively to count when the incident was first created rather than from when the incident priority has been changed. In our case, what is happening? That we are upgrading the priority to 1 and we are using the same SLA. But what this says, if I take this example like this. P4 SLA स्टार्ट हुआ 705 पे. ठीक है, ब्रीच होगा 905 पे. ठीक है. I change from P4 to P1 at 8:45. Let's take example at 45 and at 30 minutes for this one. Okay. So now if I put a retroactive start as a true, so P1 का स्टार्ट कब होगा? 7:05 पे. और ब्रीच कब होगा? 7:35 पे. This is happening why? Because I have a retroactive start true in my P1 SLA. That is the reason it is taking like that only. If it is a false, then it will start at 7:45. It will start at 8:45 and will take 9:15 for the breach timing. That is the things which we do for the retroactive start here, and this is the thing which they tell here. Okay, now what will happen to the retroactive pause? अरे कहाँ गया? Start. Why it's not showing the next topic to me? To prevent the workflow from being processed other breaches SLA. Let me go here. Retroactive pause. This one. What is retroactive pause here? Retroactive pause prevent the immediate breaches and notification when the retroactive start is enabled for the SLA. Let open this. Open कर रहा है, but open क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ये? अब यहाँ देखते हैं. ओके, ये था स्टार्ट का ही रहा. दिस ऑप्शन डिटरमाइन स्टार्ट टाइम यूज. ओके, ये तो क्लियर हो गया हमें कि रेट्रोएक्टिव स्टार्ट हमारा काम कब करता है. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट डू मीन द पॉज हियर? फॉर एग्जांपल, यू कैन सेलेक्ट द ओपन टू स्टार्ट द SLA फ्रॉम व्हेन द टास्क वाज इनिशियली क्रिएटेड इन द रिकॉर्ड. ओके, which accurately reflect the time for the end user to contact the service desk. Already you can start a click to this. Okay. To enable the retroactive pause property, select the pause, check this. Enabling this property ensure that the new SLA record gets any pause time that would have been accumulated during the period of the between retroactive start and now. Okay. ये थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग है समझने के लिए. What it is saying basically, it's saying, suppose my P4 has been created at 7:05, breach is 9:05, and I put this incident on hold. Maybe I need some input from the customer for the. Okay. At 8:45, I am changing my priority to the P1. Logically, it is going to be breach, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. So it's saying, what do you mean by the retroactive pause here? This one. Enabling this property ensure that new task SLA record get any pause the time that would have been accumulated during the period between the retroactive start and now. मतलब कि जब आपने इंसिडेंट क्रिएट किया और जब आपने रेट्रोएक्टिव स्टार्ट किया उसके बीच में, इफ इन दैट टाइम यू हैव एनी पॉज टाइमिंग, it should be added into the this area only. So now logically 7:60, so it should be 8:05 is the breach time, not the 7:35. So now if you change the priority at this thing, it is not breaching, it will breach at 8:05 only, क्योंकि अब आपका टाइमिंग यहाँ से बढ़ गया है. या फिर मैं इसको ऐड करूं, you pick up the created time as a 8:05 and then 8:05 and then 8:35 will be a breach time. Anyway, you can do by your end this way. ठीक है. Even though it is already breach, I know, क्योंकि 8:45 पे मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ प्रायोरिटी और 60 मिनट का मेरा पॉज था. ठीक, वो चीजें. So ये basically this I'll say, sorry, this thing basically become the retroactive pause. Sometime customer don't want pause part, he want only start part. He says I'm not bothered it is pause or not, but practically if you go, you should say, if you're putting the start, you should put the pause as well. What is my fault if your customer or if your user did not respond back to me so that I can increase the priority? In that case, these things will work here. Now let's see what happened to our incident. Is any changes happen or not? Go to the in progress and see. It's gone here. Okay. I'll remove this SLA definition. Okay, and where it is gone? This one, right? I'm not bothered about this thing because this will not work for us. Let me show you this thing only. Show matching. Now see, breach time has been increased. Right, earlier it was 31. Now because हमारा 10 minutes का pause रहा, it becomes 7:41. Because the thing is that this have no impact. This retrospective has no impact because we're not changing any priority here. We're not changing anything else here. We're just changing the condition or this pause and start condition only. That is, it is not be impacting anything on my SLA. So in this case, what basically have to be do, if you want simply, we want to see the impact, create a normal SLA, okay, and put the rotative start in the beginning only, so that you can see if you are making any changes in your SLA part, you are able to see the rotative start and pause condition as well. Okay. Now what you have to be do here, if I show you something important, and go to SLA definition and check these SLA out of the box. Priority 1 resolution. Okay. See, priority 1 resolution 1 day. Let's see what they define here. They did not put the letter. Okay, this is for the GRC. This is not for the incident table. Let me show matching for the incident one only. This one. P1 response or resolution. See, they put retroactive false here, but response is true. Let me open this part, resolution, where it is true. See, they have a start and pause, both are there. But this is applicable only 8 to 5 weekdays, not on the weekends. So what you can do now as a practice here, okay, in the same instance or in your personal instance, do one thing, open this SLA, okay, and change the schedule to 24/7, so that you can do the practice today itself. Nothing else you need to be changed. I'm giving a step. Open this SLA, make that change 24/7. Okay, that is the one thing. Create a P2 SLA with this condition. Number 1 point, and see that how the SLA has been running. Tick. Now go to the pause condition, put on hold and awaiting caller. For 5 minutes, take a cup of tea, take 5 minutes, and then go back to the resume condition. Move it to the back to the in progress. And then you notice that what is the SLA timing in the background. Always open this window in parallel manner, so that you can see. If you don't want, I'll remove few of the things, because that is not much required here to be understand. Sometimes it's create confusion. Percentage I don't want, duration I want, original I want, pause duration I want, ठीक है चलेगा. Breeze time, actual time left will be work, ठीक है. Stage will be work. And then see what is the stop time, what is the start time, how much time you put the things on hold, so that you can understand. And after that, in the second exercise, remove this retroactive start and pause, and then get a P2 ticket, and then see what is be happening in the background. Then you will be able to understand this retroactive start and pause very clearly in your side. Any doubt, any question now? Anyone?
One question on the schedule.
Yes.
Those holidays are there,
Right.
And for holidays which are not fixed, that they appear on a particular day, those have to be added manually, right? So we check
everything need to be added manually. Everything need to be added manually. Okay. So what I'll tell you what practical scenario we follow in these cases. Okay. See, when you are implementing ServiceNow for any of the customer, okay, we ask for the SLA, and before go live we ask, okay, give me your holiday list for that year, क्योंकि हर साल कुछ ना कुछ holidays तो change होंगी except the few days. Like I can say in US almost holidays are the fix कि भाई ये इस दिन नहीं होता, but India it is not the case.
Correct.
Diwali है, Dishara है, these things change year by year. Okay, and we have a location wise as well sometimes. Okay, so in this case, before go live, in our checklist, I have this point. Please share your holiday list with me for this year. They share with me, I configure that into the area. And along with this, I set up a report or kind of a reminder. Basically, we set up a report of the every year 21st of December or 20th of December, a mail should come in my mailbox which says, please ask for the new holidays for the next year. Because 1st January is off for every company nowadays, and nobody want to lose the business on that day, right? So
Right.
it is the responsibility of a consultant to proactively ask this thing. Like we have a few reports we have to prepare on the year end always. कि पूरे साल का बताओ कितना incident, change, problem, request जो भी रहा, right? In the same manner, being a consultant, it is your responsibility to ask your customer, give me your holidays so that I can configure it. Because if you did not configure, SLA will running on the holidays as well, like 1st January, 31st of December, it will be run because you did not give me the update. Customer say you did not ask me for the holidays.
Right.
Ultimately, it is your loss only.
Correct.
Okay. So these things you can relatively ask.
Okay. And fine.
Yes.
Got it. Got that. That's clear. Second point is on the DST, daylight saving timings.
Right.
I think I missed it. I think you spoke about it, but
there's a no concept of daylight saving in service now. Everything
Okay.
is depend on the time zone you selected here.
No, but will it auto update?
I doubt. I guess yes, it will auto update. But how? Why should you worry about the auto update or not?
Generally, it matters if especially when the client is somewhere where there is daylight saving. Let's say in the US.
Okay.
Okay, and we are working in India time zone, for example. Then maybe it may matter, right?
But if your SLA depends on the caller time zone, then how it's
elapsed time.
Huh?
SLA calculation is based on the elapsed time, right? Not on the start time or any specific created
No.
time.
If you have support hours, your support is based on support hours, right? Your service. Then you will have to calculate it accordingly, no?
But I guess that because I did not hear any case like this, because when we configure the SLA, we always say the caller time zone. And on the basis of that, it will pick up the right things here.
Okay. Can you now time zone? Fine, I understood. Call it time zone. I know that typically we do that.
Right.
Now in my last project we had this concern, right? Now the client said you have to support my people, and they are based across all locations in the world. So basically all time zones are covered. Okay. But we said they were only paying for the company to work in a say 5/16 support.
Okay.
Okay. So it is based on our support hours. Okay.
Right.
Now, how is that to be configured?
So you have to configure the separate schedule for that particular customer.
Okay. And then
5 cross 16 means you have to go here and you have to define your SLA schedule like this only.
Okay.
In the schedule, and you have to put 5 means what is the 5? It's 5 morning AM it will start, and morning in evening 4 o'clock it is there, or 5 days and every day 16 hours should be there. So that you will define here only. So like this they have defined weekly on the weekdays only.
Okay, got it. And the time zone can be set to none, right?
Set to none as well, right?
Okay, correct. Okay.
Don't put none, just put the floating only, so that it can pick up the time zone which is coming from the customer side.
Would that be a conflict then?
Because there's no option for the none. At least you have to put one time zone. So
yeah,
we always put the floating only, right? Because you're supporting multiple customer on that side, right? So put it that side only. Yeah.
Okay, clear. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Any other doubt? You are saying, you are asking something or saying something?
Me?
We were saying something, I guess.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Surya, any doubt from your side?
No, as of now it's clear. Like I need to practice a bit regarding this.
Yes. Only thing which is required here is now practice. Okay, and don't create your own SLA unless you are clear. Put the duration for the 1 or 2 hour on this only, and then open the tickets, because 8 hours is tough to wait. 30 minutes, 40 minutes is easy to wait as well. You can do your R&Ds easily, and then you can move forward. Okay. Okay, so if no other doubt, let me stop the recording here first.